will enter down to the grotto, to the cave. Everyone, it's a big group and everyone can enter, but soon we will see the icon or the inscription on the, you will see it soon. It's from Mark 38. Pray and be alert, be awake. Yeah, don't be tempted. Yeah, not to be tempted by the devil. Or this is the story of that connected to that place. Holy site is a little bit different than a regular place. It's not only historical place. It's not all about science, because this is more than science and ecological. It's from the 20th century. You can see the walls of the city and Garden of Gethsemane Church. But in Holy Place, when you decided that was there, then that is there. You don't need for low science. It doesn't matter if you are excavating, finding things from different place, different time. In Africa, Mary can be a black woman. In Japan, it can be Japanese in Japan. But if we decided that this is the place, then it's a tradition. There is a tradition that connected us to the three disciples that fell asleep while Jesus was praying at Garden of Gethsemane. John, St. Peter, Jacob, James. And the Garden of Gethsemane is just behind that wall, and it's the same idea. And it's a burial site, the one that we're going to go. It's a burial site from Second Temple time, and this is outside the wall. Remember, you saw the wall right there. And then it became to be a church, and that's where the three disciples were. Ooh, there's some beautiful icons in it. I know that you won't hear the the wind. There's a pit there that remind me not to fall into it. And again, I hope that you can hear me. I cannot shout here. I'm translating everything that he's saying. It's dark there. I can hear him saying that he needs a light. He wants to light some candles. Then until I will go in, I will enter, then you can see a little bit of the wall of the city. And the dome of the rock. It's a little bit too rainy today, although I must say it's not rainy now, which is good for us. You see the Golden Gate and the dome of the rock, the site of the Jewish temple. And the Church of God of Gethsemane, it's just next to us. This is, remember I told you that you will see the inscription later on. You can see Jesus now praying. And here it is for Mark. Watch and pray. We are entering to the grotto. Oh, it's too difficult to go in and enter.
ויש עוד מטעמים של קדושה, בבקשה לא לגעת בשולחנות האלה, כן? כי זה לא סתם שולחנות, זה בעצם מזבח. זה מזבח ועליו אנחנו עושים את הליטורגיה.
This is the altar.
אז לפי הכללים של כנסייה המוסלבית, אי אפשר לגעת במזבח, בקרני המזבח. אם אתה נוגע, אז אתה כבר מחוסן. אז לכן בבקשה לא לגעת. ואין פה בעצם, בגלל שזה מערה,
Because it's a grotto, there's no difference.
אתם לא מרגישים פה את המקום של האורטל. בעצם, מה זה האורטל?
There's no difference between the altar.
כל כנסייה אורתודוקסית, וגם גם כנסיות בגולר, בנויות מכמה חלקים. אז יש את העולם
Every church, every Orthodox church is divided into a regular church and the holy part. There's usually a wall of icon that divide it. But when they're doing the liturgy, they're doing it there. Here there's no way I can start it. There's a night pray every few times a month.
אז יש לנו קודם כל הנושא של הארכיאולוגיה, כמו שאמרתי, מערת קבורה,
It's a burial cave from Second Temple time. And I will show it to you later on. It's a tomb there. When they bought it in 1880, the idea was to build a church here. But to build a church, you had to organize that slope. It's difficult to build. Here, they build a terrace here, a podium. They found that cave. The church was built from the stones from that place, which is holy as well. It touched the stone and it's kind of a relic. Pilgrims trying to take some relics from here.
חתיכה קטנה של מזכרת, כן, ממקומות קדושים, אז בדרך כלל היו הולכים דברים כאלה, כן. אז גם הכנסייה מריה מגדלנה בנויה מהאבנים שחצבו בסלע, וכשעשו את החציבה, אז גילו פה כל מיני מערות, וגם גילו את המערה הזאת.
After they found that cave, excavate here, Antonin Komponskin, the head of the delegation of the Russian, he was a archaeologist. He was a professional archaeologist, and he found here evidence.
גדר קטן, אתם רואים שם חפירות, אז יש פה עדות לאיזשהו קפלה. הייתה פה קפלה בתקופה ביזנטית. הכוונה היא שהתפללו פה נוצרים...
We found here a chapel from the Byzantine time, and if they prayed here, it means that it's a holy place.
למשל, פטרנוסטר.
Like Paternoster, yeah, another church above it. Yes.
גם שם יש שרידים של נוכחות
In Paternoster they found
גם פה אותו דבר.
4th century remains, Christian remains. That they knew that it was a very holy site from the Byzantine time.
אז זה לא סתם מערת קבורה מימי בית שני, זה מקום קדוש לפי החפר. והנה פה מתחיל הנושא הזה
Now
נקרא לזה אומנות.
idea of
אומנות
art,
התפילה, אומנות היצירה,
art of prayer art, icon prayer,
אפשר לקרוא לזה גם ככה, אומנות תיאולוגית,
theological art.
אז אנחנו יודעים שזה גתשמני.
And they know that it's Garden of Gethsemane here. They don't know if that's where Jesus was praying, because there is a garden, there is a church next to it that talks about it. Then that was where Jesus prayed. They accept it too. They believe in it too. Then if Jesus didn't pray there, then what's happened here? And that was the last prayer of Jesus with blood, with agony. And that was there. Yeah. And they couldn't say that it was here. Everyone, they accept it as well, although it's a Catholic place. But next, according to the Bible, Judas Kist was somewhere there. Then maybe here, Judas kissed Jesus, and we will see it later on. Later on, we will see it at the church, now next to the church, one of the entrances of the church that we saw, not here. Oh yeah, at the entrance, the exit, yeah. At the exit of the church, I might take a video of it later on. It's outside the church. Then it's not so far away. It's between those two churches, the Russian and the Catholic. Here, they believe that the 3 disciples fell asleep. It's not that they actually found some evidence that it's happened there, but it was very close to here. Then why not to start a tradition about it? It's brave to say. This icon here, and I will show it to you later on. And you will see that prayers of Jesus in Garden of Gethsemane. They did that icon here in that monastery 20 years ago. They did it for that cave grotto. And we see the Grail, the Holy Grail, as well. This is the Evangelion story of it. That will go out, and if it's okay by you, will wait for them to go out, and I want to see the rest of the grotto and let's wait. Ask us to go out, then we are sneaking. תצאו רק החוצה שנוכל לדבר, שנוכל לצלג במי שלא ראה. This is one of the ossuaries that they found here. The Jews used to put the bones in it a few years after they'd been buried, and then could bury someone else instead of it. There we go. All right.
זה עלוי מראש, שם.
This is the icon that he was talking about. There is the grail. Ah, that's the grail. Thank you, Roman. Thank you.
אז אפשר לאט לאט לעלות למעלה בינתיים, לכיוון